All right, this is going to be kind of the preamble of my speech so that I can meet my requirements. That's my audience in the front. These are the note cards that I will be using for my assignment. And my technical assistant is going to need just a moment to get over to the PowerPoint presentation so that we can begin. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello, my name is Daniel Probst. I have worked in the circulation department of the Cy-Fair College Library for the past 6.5 years, and one of the reasons why I wanted to put this instructional video together for you is I have seen a theme amongst the students that have come here that have kind of caused them some frustration and stress while trying to deal with the library and its resources. So I've identified some key points that I think would help smooth this transition into being comfortable with the library. They're going to be getting a student ID, learning about the circulation desk and what it has to offer, as well as the reference desk and what kind of resources are available for students. So we're going to go ahead and get started by taking a step back first and getting you oriented with the campus. Now, the library is going to be building number 3, and next door to it is the CASA building, which is building number 4. And we're going to head into the CASA building first to get your student ID because the payment counter is where you're going to be issued a form. Now, this form is important because you can only get it after you have either created a payment plan or paid for your classes in full. And then you are, capital O, officially a student of Lone Star College. Now, this form is going to have a couple of key pieces of information on it, namely your name, but also your colleague ID number. That number is going to be how the librarians are going to be able to retrieve your account and complete the process of creating your student ID. So why a student ID, you ask, is because your library card number is actually going to be printed out on the back of it, and then once you've got that physical card in your hand, you'll have full access to the library and its resources. So you're going to head on over into the library, and you're going to go over to the circulation counter. Now, we're going to go into more detail about the circulation counter here in a minute, but what I wanted to do is let you know that the steps of the process of getting a student ID are to first notify the circulation desk that you're going to need a student ID because the ID station is staffed on an as-needed basis, and they need to have a representative meet you down there. So once you head on down to the ID station, you're going to have your picture taken, and it only takes about a minute for the card to print out and for the librarian to create your library card account. So once you've got your library card account, your card gets printed out, you're ready to use the library and its resources. Now, this is going to serve several functions, this card here, not only as your ID, but also as you can load money on it as a print card, as well as serving as your library card. Please be advised it expires at the end of every semester. You'll have to go to the payment counter again in CASA to get it updated. So now that you've got your card, you're ready to get familiarized with the desks at the library. Now, the first desk that we're going to stop at is the circulation desk. I did not write the rules or procedures or policies for the circulation desk. I've just become familiar with them. You can find all the details on that at the Harris County Libraries under their policy manuals. So the first thing that the circulation desk is going to do for you is quite simple. They're going to check books in and out for you. The library has a vast amount of books, audiobooks, movies, and CDs that you can check out for your research or for your leisure, and they're all going to follow the same rules and procedures for the most part on checking your materials out. They're going to check out for 2 weeks at a time, and you can get 2 renewals per item to a maximum of 6 weeks, as long as somebody else hasn't requested the item while you've had it checked out. Now, after 6 weeks, you're going to have to bring it in, check it in, and back out again if you need more time. Now, there are some rules and restrictions on that concerning late fees and fines. For late fees, they are for books, audiobooks, and CDs, 10 cents a day, every day per item that you exceed the due date on it. Now, DVDs are going to be a little bit different because the late fee is going to be 25 cents a day, every day per item. Now, it's important for a student to know that because you cannot graduate or get transcripts if you have an outstanding balance to the library, so settle up frequently so you don't have to deal with it later on. Now, the final thing that the circulation desk is going to offer to you is going to be reference and materials. We call them course reserves. Now, this is essential for students because they're basically free textbooks that the library has received from the college, and they are textbooks and supplementary materials for your class. Now, please be advised that we don't have every textbook for every class, nor do we offer books for campuses other than Cy-Fair College. And they are heavily restricted at checkout, just so that you know. They only check out for 2 hours at a time, and they are in library use only, and there are no exceptions. And that's pretty much going to sum up the basic functions of the circulation desk. And so now that you're familiar with this one, we're going to move on over to the reference desk. And the reference desk is kind of the powerhouse for students over here in the library. And what they're going to do is the same thing that any other librarian would do, which is help you find what you need. But in an academic sense, the reference librarians are going to assist students with research. And what they're going to do is enter into an interrogative process with you to kind of draw out the main themes that you would like to identify in your projects or your research to narrow the scope of your topic and make it an easier assignment to tackle. The next thing that the reference librarians are going to offer is general assistance around the library. And what I mean by that is they are going to help you with any kind of hardware or software issues that you may have while trying to use the library and its resources. So if you have any difficulty signing into the computers, using the scanners or the printing system, the librarians are there to help you. The last thing that the librarians are going to help you with is the same as I said before, any other assistant that a general librarian would be able to provide, which is general inquiry. So if you need to have a small question answered, like where's the post office or the phone number or where you would go vote, that is well within the scope and the responsibility of the reference librarians. I'd also like to take this time to thank my colleague Melanie Washman. I consulted her as a reference librarian to make sure they got the specifics and details right. But that's pretty much going to sum up the reference desk. So congratulations, you are now an informed student. I hope that my presentation will smooth your transition into using the Cypher College Library. We've gone over getting a student ID, the circulation desk, and the reference desk, and the services that they provide and offer. And I hope that it has been an informative video for you, and enjoy your afternoon. Thank you.